Hi guys, it's your boy the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also click the bell button of the subscription. And yes, don't forget to share the channel too as well. And um, you can always feel free to join my group chat. Okay, the link is in the description box. You can simply join by clicking the link. But first, don't forget you need to have a Telegram on your cell phone first. And I'm at home and I'm taking care of some few things. I'm washing clothes and also trying to get some things done. So I'm going to be talking to you guys. I'm using a Bluetooth, so most definitely from a distance you're going to hear me. I have to take some things out of the washing machine. Then we can yeah I'm going to be talking to you guys at the same time, trying to get some things out of the washing machine. And then today is Sunday, so I have to try and then take the chance to get some things cleaned out here at home. So we are going to be talking to as well. Uh, there is a whole lot of questions about salaries and the lifestyle out here. But anyway, let me know if you can hear me clearly. If my microphone is working, let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, big ups to you, Bashiru, Mutala, Ruth. Hey, Rudy Howard. It's been a while. Where have you been? You disappeared. I'm sure you are not in Brazil. You are somewhere in America. Uh, oh, okay. Abalansa, I see you too as well, and I hope you guys are enjoying wherever you guys are. So, we are going to be talking a little bit today. My daughter likes the camera, and yes, I have to take some things out of the machine. But we can be talking. We can be talking. I'm going to tell her not to play with my computer. Don't touch it, okay? Don't touch the computer, okay? Yes, don't touch it, okay? Sit here and then put this one in your mouth. Good. Let's let me fix it. Okay, sit here. Perfect. So you can see yourself, okay? Don't touch it, okay? Yeah, so let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Yes, most people keep on talking about the salaries here. Yes, to be frank with you, salaries on a regular for a regular person who works is not that good. Okay, it's not that good, but it's not that good. I'll tell you why. Because I can still say it's good in some other way. Okay, I can still say it's good in some other way. Yes, I have to. I have to wash these clothes. Yes, I'm still here with you guys. I'm just going to dry these clothes. I have to try as much as I can to dry the clothes too at one time, then we can talk. So, yes, Bogia. Hey, yeah, there are people who do Bitcoin businesses out here. Yes, there are people who do businesses out here with Bitcoin and all that. Okay, so you can do Bitcoin business if you want to do that kind of business. You can still do it that way because there are people who do it legitimately, and there are companies enterprises who are into this kind of businesses too as well. But me personally, I don't really have that much interest when it comes to this kind of Bitcoin thing. I'm not so much interested in it, so I don't really pay attention to it. I guess you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so like I was saying, salaries out here, a whole lot of people do like to ask these kind of questions when it comes to salaries. Okay, here when you talk about salary, it depends on the job that you do. And let's talk about regular jobs. Regular jobs out here don't really pay that much because when you convert it into dollars, you are not going to get a very good amount of money. You understand? But when you live here, you can live on those salaries. Okay? You can simply live on those salaries and you are going to be fine. You can pay your rent, you can don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. It's my daughter, she keeps on trying to disturb the computer. When she sees the computer, she wants to come close to the computer. Yeah, so if you cannot you cannot make so much money if you are somebody who does a regular job. You understand? You cannot make so much money. But look, there are more advantages to living here in Brazil. Okay, there are more advantages to that living here in Brazil. More advantages apart from the bad salaries. There are more advantages. Okay, because the reason why I'm saying this, a whole lot of people live in places like China, Dubai, Qatar, and all that, and they are making good amount of money. But the thing is, when you live in those places, it's not easy for you to be documented. You understand? You can be documented, but you cannot get that what do you call it? The real deal. Like you are going to be having a permanent residency so that you can live a very decent life or something. When you live in those countries, like in Asia or Middle East, compared to living here in the South of America, the advantages you have living here, even when you are not making a good salary, is high. You understand? Because, for instance, here you can get a permanent residency, you can buy properties, you can, like you can live here for the rest of your life without any hassle. But if you live in somewhere like Asia, like Dubai, Qatar, China, and all that, you will make a good amount of money when you are working. Okay? But the problem is you are not going to be able to do what? To settle. Don't play with the cable. You are not going to be able to do what? To settle. You understand? You are not going to be able to have a permanent residency, and each and every single time you are going to be worried about renewing your documents and stuff like that. So this is going to be some of the hassle you are going to go through if you live in those kind of countries. You understand, guys? So living in the South of America comes with a lot of advantage. Okay, it comes with a lot of advantage. When you are documented, it means you are documented for real. You understand? And apart from being documented, you will be able to get some what do you call it? Some benefits too as well. And if you want to travel around the world, you'll be able to do that too as well. You understand? So when you live in the South of America, specifically Brazil, and you are documented, you are not limited. You understand? You are not what? You are not limited. You get a chance to live the kind of lifestyle you want to live, and also you get the chance to do a lot of things. So my advice is, most of you, when traveling, you pay more attention to salary. And it's very, very funny and, like frustrating to get that kind of mindset. You think about money, 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 money. You don't think about the security of your living. You understand? Like getting a permanent residency, be able to buy property, be able to do investment and all that. In Asia, you are always limited. In most countries like Asia and Middle East, you are most at times you are limited. You cannot do things freely. And also, if you are doing a regular job in Asia and these kind of places, I heard most of them, they take your passport and then they won't allow you to be, like to move freely, to travel around, to explore and stuff like that. So in the South of America, it doesn't work like that. Even when you are making a minimum wage salary, you can apply for a visa, you can go for holidays. You understand? You can do a whole lot of things if you live here in the South of America. So there is a big advantage living here. I'll sit down very soon. I'm done with this thing. I'll sit down so that we can seriously talk. Stop. Yes, I'm trying to help my wife with her clothes and stuff like that. Two children, it becomes very difficult for her to do things. So I like to take some time to help her with all these things because it's not easy. It's tiring, especially in the night. The children can be frustrating at times when you have kids. They wake up, they cry, you don't get enough sleep and stuff like that. It's tiring. I personally, I don't sleep to work. Okay, so I'm done. Let's sit down and then talk seriously. Now, let's sit down and talk seriously. I put the stuff in the machine without owning it. All right, so I'm done. Let's talk seriously. Okay, so I'm here. I went and switched on the stuffs in the machine. Yes. So I'm here. Let's talk a little bit. So living in Brazil. Yes, living in Brazil. Living in Brazil comes with a lot of advantages, okay? I know a whole lot of people don't get it. A whole lot of people mostly pay attention to money. When you want to relocate, you have to always remember the most important thing is documentation is very, very important. So the country where you want to relocate to, how is it like? How is the system like? Is it a place where you can be easily be accepted? Are you going to be able to be documented in time? And what are some of the list of what are some of the documentation? How does it work over there? Are you going to be able to maybe after living for a long period of time, are you going to be able to naturalize? Are you going to be able to get yourself a nationality in that country and all that? Is it easy for you to be able to process your document or seek asylum? All these kind of things. You have to look at these things and then compare. Here in the South of America, salaries are not so much good, but the lifestyle here is just good for anybody who plans to settle, like get a life and stuff like that. When you live in the South of America, specifically here in Brazil, there are a whole lot of jobs and all that. Like there are jobs you can do, even though the salaries are not good, but you still get a job to do. So depending on you, your personality, how you want to live your lifestyle, how your kind of goal you have and your target, you can always be able to do something for yourself. So let's talk about the advantages here. The advantages living here in Brazil or the advantages living here in South America. Most of the South American countries, if you have their permanent residency, not even talking about the citizenship, but when you have their permanent residency and you are doing a regular job, you can go on holidays. You understand? You can go to Europe, you can go to the United States, you can go to Asia and all that. You understand? So the possibility of you having the kind of lifestyle you want to live when you are living in the South of America is highly possible for you to live that kind of lifestyle. Okay. Many people, when they come to South America, they are quick to think about they want to go to the United States by land. You can do that. You understand? But you have to remember that the journey is a very dangerous journey. That's one. And two, you cannot tell if you get to the United States, you are going to be documented or not. You are going to be. Okay. Give me the water. Give me the bottle. Bring the water. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to leave a link. If you want to join the conversation and ask me some questions too, or share some of your experiences, you can do it. I always say this: if you want to be part of the conversation when I'm live, just let me know at the comment section. I'll leave a link so that you can join. I'll share, I'll share a link so that you can click and then join. It's not difficult, okay? It's not difficult to join and then talk to as well. All right, so like I was saying, salaries here, even though the salaries are not too good, but you can live on the salary and you can do a lot of things with the salary too as well. Number one, if you want to buy something for yourself, you can do it. Number two, if you want to be able to pay your rent on minimum wage salary, you can do it. Number three, if you want to go on vacation with your minimum wage salary, you can do it. I'm a very good example. When I first got here, I wasn't making so much money, but I was able to do what? To do a lot of things. Like when I got my permanent residency here, I was able to apply for visas to travel on holiday purposes. You understand? Like I was able to travel around whenever I had some vacation or something. You understand? So this tells you that when you live here, you can enjoy your life. You can do a lot of things for yourself too as well. But you have to be very focused. You have to know yourself. You have to know what you are looking for. You have to know the kind of lifestyle you want to choose for yourself.
papers, you have 30 days of paid vacation.
Yeah, so yeah, my wife is reminding me, so I'm going to remind you guys too as well. So here, when you have a contract, okay, when you have a contract, you are working under a company and you have a contract. Every single year, you have a 30 days holiday. You understand? When you have a contract, working for a company, any kind of company, and there is a contract, you have a 30 days off within the year. So therefore, automatically you have one month to go on a vacation. You can choose this 1 month at any time. You can choose in the beginning of the year. You can choose within the middle of the year. You can choose within the end of the year. Most of the time, people don't like choosing the end of the year because the end of the year it is very expensive to travel around because majority of the people choose their vacation during the end of the year. And let me tell you something. Vacation inside Brazil is more expensive than traveling outside Brazil. You understand? Vacation inside Brazil is more expensive. Like you are traveling to Rio de Janeiro, or you're going to Bahia, or you're going to Fortaleza, or you're going to Florianopolis. Like vacation, typically here within the Brazil is very expensive. So a whole lot of people like to travel to the neighboring countries like Peru, Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Ecuador, and all that. Those places when you are going on vacation is super cheap. You understand? But you have to remember this. There are promotions too as well. You understand?
About a hideout.
What?
We're going to a hideout, and the simple hostel is 26,000.
Okay, so a very good example. We will be going to some vacation. Just a second, guys. Let me go. Hey, come here. Here. Come here.
So there is no stars, only simple.
Yes. Yeah, so for example, we are like I said, it is very expensive to travel like on a vacation inside Brazil. So most people like to travel outside, like they go to the neighboring countries like Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, Peru. These places are very cheap when you are going on vacation. Yes. So, like for example, in December we are planning to go to Rio de Janeiro again, but this time around we are not going to Copacabana. I I guess you remember the vlogs that I did in Rio de Janeiro. I did some videos in Copacabana. We will be going to Rio again, but this time around we are not going to Copacabana. We are going to a different city. What's the name of the city?
Arraial do Cabo.
Arraial do Cabo.
Caribbean.
Okay, so it's called Arraial do Cabo, and it's very expensive. It's very expensive. Like people go there and spend a lot of money. You understand? Like I'm going to vlog when we get there, so you just have to watch out for that vlog too as well. Yes. Yes, he looks very big now.
We rent a house there for 10 days, and we will pay 6 times what we pay in Brasilia for 1 month.
Yes, so the holiday, we are going to this higher de Cabo. Arraial de Cabo. We are going to spend like 3 times or 4 times, 6 times of the kind of expenditure we spend here when we are here in Brasilia for a week, right?
For that, we expend 6 times for 1 week what we pay for 1 month in Brazil.
In Brasilia, okay. So it is very expensive. So traveling, like going on vacation inside Brazil is quite expensive. So a whole lot of people like to go outside Brazil. Yes, Let me put up a link if you want to join the conversation and also ask some questions too as well. All right, no problem, Brian. uh, so let me post. If you want to join a conversation, you can click the link at the comment section so that you can join this live stream if you have any experience to share too as well. Yes. So living in Brazil or living in the south of America has a lot of advantages and opportunities to much more than living in some part of the world. Understand? Because you get the chance to simply live the kind of lifestyle you want. You understand? So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So guys, uh, what do you think about the interviews that I do and post? What do you guys think? Have you watched some of my interviews? Oh, I cannot remember because I am like I've been living here for the past 10 years. Now I am my age. I am 43 years now. Yes, I'm 43 in July. So I'm 42 now. And I've been living here for about 10 years now. Okay. So you can calculate by 10 years. How many years was I when I came to Brazil? 32. Okay, so hey, Teams Africa. I see you. I see you, Teams Africa. Yeah, when you are coming from the US, like I said, there are a whole lot of Americans living here. Okay, there are a whole lot of Americans living here, working here, having properties here, having families here. So, like me for instance, if I were to be living in America or Canada, and I get to know much more about South America, I would love to relocate to South America than to relocate to anywhere else. You understand? Because uh, here the lifestyle is very good, especially if you have money. You understand? And you invest. You have a freedom of doing things, going on vacation. And here the vacation in South America is unlimited. All the time there are things to do. They like in the south of America, they have hot summer to cold winters.
Yeah.
You understand? Like from hot summer to cold winters, they have it here.
In Chile, you can ski.
Yeah. Aye, yes, tell them. Aye. So let me read some comments. My experience as a Nigeria working in Dubai is very hard and the salaries are small. Yes, like I said, normally, I would advise any first-time traveler to spend more than 3 or 4 years in Middle East or Asia. It's a waste of time. When you go there and you work small, okay, and you work small, you make some money, you have to leave. Because the more you live there, the more you are wasting your time. You understand? It's like you are wasting your time. Yeah, bro, I am only 42 years old. I'm only 42 years old, Brandon. Yeah, so Yeah, things Africa. Like if I were to be living in America or Canada or Europe, I would definitely like to relocate to South America because here the lifestyle here is good. They have from hot summer to cold winters. You understand? Like from hot summer to cold winters. And yesterday, in my group chat, I saw some debate going on and some questions going on. Some say, "Oh, thank you so much, my sweet sister, Teens Africa. Thank you so much for the donation." Yeah. So yes, a whole lot of yes. It's very true. Wasting time and losing out on a valuable social and financial experience. Yes, when when I am like if I were to be American or Canadian, I would simply love to relocate to South America because the lifestyle here is just like it's just good. All you have to do is you have to come and then oh, where is it?
I don't know.
Check it out. Go and look for it. Maybe it fell over there. Try and
But
her
I'm
glasses.
without it. I can't find anything because I'm not seeing.
Oh, you cannot see. So you need some help to do that. Her glasses is missing. She only has one in it. Yes. So yes, the link is right there. If you want to join the conversation, I would love to invite you guys to come and share your experiences too as well. I have the link over there if you want to join. Thank you so much. Yes, many Kweku. Yeah, many people working in those countries end up staying in their rooms. Yes, you see the problem of most people who live in Dubai, in the Asian countries and Middle East countries, most of them they they don't like they are not educated much about residence permit and all that. I have you are yes, Jay, you are on.
Yeah, swim leader. What's up?
Yes, my brother.
I'm good, bro. Happy Sunday.
Yes, what do you have for us today? What do you want to tell the viewers, or what questions do you have so that I can help you out too as well?
I'm basically a truck driver, heavy truck driver.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what are the price range for trucks, for used trucks in Brazil? What are the wages for truck drivers in Brazil?
Okay, the wages. You want to know the wages of a truck driver here in Brazil?
Yeah, not just the heavy truck drivers.
Yes, I have some few friends who are truck drivers, but there are good companies and there are bad companies. Okay, as a truck driver, making money here, let me just say, you can make up to 6,000 reals, right?
Depends on the kind of cargo.
Cargo,
If you
heavy duty cargo.
no, but if you work with a dangerous cargo like medicine or gasoline,
Yeah,
you will win a lot of money. But if you work with
food.
food and you can be stopped
Yeah, you can be
and
robbed.
and
Yeah, my wife is
same
giving me some tips here.
and same that kind of thing it's not good. So you have to have the license to drive trucks with dangerous
Okay, yeah,
gasoline. It's fantastic.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so your question. My wife has also reminded me of something. Here, depending on the type of cargo you drive, okay, depending on the type of cargo you drive, because they have cargoes like gasoline cargoes, they have cargoes like food cargoes, they have uh, They have cargos like food cargos. Yeah, she's here. She's washing what do you call it? Dishes.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
She's cooking. Yeah, she's cooking. Yes. The viewer say I should say hello to you. she's from United States. She says I should say hello to you. Yeah, so yeah, you depending on the type of cargo you drive, okay. If you are driving like you are delivering petrol, for example, it's a very high risk. So you make a lot of money. You understand? And also apart from that, you get you have to get a special license too as well. And apart from that, the company is going to get you insurance. You understand? A very good one, not just any insurance, like a very good insurance. You understand? So, depending on the type of cargo you drive, you make more money. But the minimum that I know. Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Andrean. I had some donation too from Andrean. Thank you so much for the donation. So, like, depending on the cargo. Okay, so what I can advise you is when you are coming to drive a cargo here, you have to target petroleum, you have to target medications. Okay, let me read some comment here. I want to come over to build and maybe partner up with you. I will get my citizenship easier from. Yes, there are many ways you can get your citizenship. Very easy. If you are into like real estate, you can easily get your citizenship. You don't need lawyer and so on, so forth. Like you don't need all these kind of things. You understand? You can simply get your citizenship, your permanent residency. You can also easily get it, and I can help you. I can help you to go about with that kind of process. You understand? And also, like for example, when it comes to the language and stuff like that, I can help you through with it. I can also teach you the Portuguese language in such a way that you can quickly adapt. And also, in fact, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to start doing that because before I didn't get enough time, but now I have good time to do that. So I can help you with those kind of things. So if you are here and you want me to help you with these kind of things, you can get. Hi.
Lima. Don't do this.
Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming?
Yeah.
Why are you screaming? Yes. So I hope I answered your question, Mr. J. But your volume is very low, Mr. J. Yeah, your volume is very low. Yeah, so let me see. There's another question here from Prodigy. Prodigy, I know you are living here in Brazil already. What's up, my brother? Let me ask a random question.
Hello.
For the house, yes, I can hear you now, clear. I'm reading some comment from one of my viewer from Canada. He says, "Let me ask you a random question. For the housemaid, how much do you pay
Hello.
for many hours, and how often did they come to clean your home?" Okay, for the housemaid, okay, normally there are contracts. You can do contract with them. I remember one of my housemaid when I had my first daughter, when I had Amima, I was having a housemaid. How much were we paying her? Do you remember?
Minimum wage. Yeah.
It was a minimum wage.
Yeah.
It was like 1,200 reals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were paying her a minimum wage at that time. And how many hours was she making?
What?
How many hours was she working?
8.
8 hours, right? She came in the morning and left in the evening.
9 hours because she had 1 hour for lunch and rest.
Okay, so we were paying her a minimum wage. Let me bring Jay back.
And
Who,
also, Supreme Leader, the
yeah,
the issue of buying used truck. What are the
yeah.
possibilities of buying a used truck in Brazil? Like for my research, I found out Brazil, most cars in Brazil are produced in Brazil. So
Yeah, here they
what
produce the cars here.
yeah, what are the possibilities of buying a used good trucks? Like, do they have them like they have in the
Things
USA?
Africa. Yeah, yeah. Possibility of buying a
You know,
used trucks.
yes.
Yes, you can buy a used truck. There are a lot of used trucks, but I will always give you some advice here. Uh, Once you are here and you have your residency permit, you can buy a fresh truck on credit. You understand? And depending on the kind of
7 to 2 months to pay.
yes, you
6
can
years.
yeah, you can divide it and pay it in about 20 years, I think.
No, 6.
Six
6 years.
6 years.
20 years, just a house.
Okay, okay. With so many years is the house. But if you want to buy a truck, you can. But I will advise you to buy a fresh truck. You can get a very good used truck. Okay, you can get a good used truck very cheap. But I think if you want to do like your own business, I think I will advise you to buy a fresh, not used, but fresh truck. And you can buy that and then you can pay it on credit. You can divide it for maybe 6 years and then pay it. You can pay
Okay.
some part and then divide the rest and then pay it within the 6 years.
Not time
Oh,
like cookies.
Yes, because within that time, you can make your money, you can pay off the truck maybe within some short time. You understand?
okay.
Depending
Yes,
on the
yes.
contract that you get for the delivery. Because you make a lot of money out of it if it is your
Not
own
time for
truck.
cookies.
You understand? But if you are working for a company,
Just
you have to be looking at a salary of maybe 6,000 reals, 10,000 reals, depending on the type of product you ship or depending on the type of product you deliver.
hard work.
Oh, I
You
see.
understand?
Really hard work.
I see. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Brazil is
All right.
Yeah, so,
ginormous.
yeah,
Thank you
Prodigy,
very much.
you are
Thank you very
welcome, my
much.
brother. You are welcome. I'm
Grateful.
always here if you want to ask any question too as well. So let me
Supreme
go
Leader
through and then
himself.
answer. Yes.
All right, bro. All right. God bless.
You're always welcome. Yes, Prodigy. So the maid side, you were asking about the maid side. Uh, I remember I had a maid who was she normally comes in the morning and then she leaves in the evening around 5. So we paid her around 1,200 reals. Okay, let me see. So the housemaid was making for 8 hours a day. Yes, she was making it was 9 hours because she had 1 hour for her lunch. Normally they say 1 hour for food time, break time. You understand? So yeah, she had 1 hour for break time. So she was making 9 hours, and we paid her 1,200 reals. You understand? That is the minimum wage. So it's and you were paying her 1,200 reals. Yes, that was what you were paying her a month. You understand? So if you want her to do an extra job or extra time, therefore you can look at it and then arrange with the person because here there are a whole lot of people who can do more extra time for you. You understand? There are sometimes if you have, for example, if you want the person to sleep in the house and then only go home during the weekend, you can also discuss with the person and then you can give that person a room in your house to stay so that they can live in the house, do everything in the house, and then they can go home only weekends, like maybe on Fridays, they can go and then they come back on Monday. You understand? So all depends on you how you want the contract to be. If you want the person should to come every day. Yeah, Renato Silva, you are right. You are right. It depends. It's expensive. I was talking about this some time ago. How expensive it is.
Do you want some zucchini?
Ah, yeah.
It's for you, baby.
Yeah, it's expensive, but like I said, it all depends on how you live your life too as well. There are people who like to live a very rich lifestyle. You understand? So if you want to live the rich lifestyle, it's going to be very expensive for you. You understand? And you have to look at the advantages.
In school, you must pay 1,040 400 reals, and they have lunch, coffee break, and dinner. And I think it's better than have a housekeeper just for looking the kids.
Yeah. So, like I said, all depends on the kind of lifestyle you live. If I want a housemaid once every other week or once a week for 9 hours, what is the reasonable pay for this?
How many hours?
9 hours.
The legal contract in Brazil is 8 hours. Only 8 hours. If you want more, you have to pay extra. You contract them for 8 hours and pay 1 extra hour every day.
Okay. So, Prodigy, you can hear my wife saying, all depends on how you want it, but the regular contract is 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours. So therefore, you can get it. You can simply get it to get somebody to work for you, and then yeah, I personally know a lot of people who also like they work once in a week like that. We call them fascinators, ne?
Yeah, daily workers.
Daily workers. How do you call them?
Diarista.
Diarista. Diarista. Yes, we have them. We call them diarista. Hey. Hey.
Tá quente?
Hey. Why are you making so much noise? Eh?
Ele tá na hora do almoço, ele quer comer. É, do milk. Coloca lá no quarto da tia.
Yeah. Little voice. It's making so much noise. Você vai dar ou você tá fazendo comida?
Eu tô fazendo.
Okay. Você quer
Mas
que eu
tá
dê isso
quente.
pra
É
ele?
só entregar na mão dele e deixar ele comer. Só que tá quente, espera um pouquinho.
Okay. I'm going to give him this food here. So I'm waiting for the food too.
It's zucchini.
Yeah, it's called zucchini. Zucchini. So he's going to eat zucchini. He's making so much noise. All right, so the prices of everything is going up almost every month. Yes, you are right. Prices are going up, but like I said, even though the prices are going up, it's not that bad. And also, it depends on which state you live. Renato Silva, which state do you live? Hey. Yeah. All right, good. Bye. Yes. So Renato Silva, which state in Brazil do you live? I live in Brasilia. Okay. In Brasilia, prices of things are not like going up real quick like that, because here there is a little bit control of the prices. But the only price that is going on, like is going up here, is the gasoline. Gasoline is going up each and every single time. Like now it's like 7 reals a liter. 7 reals. Like you are paying 7.
She's locked outside.
Outside. Come here.
She can.
She locked herself outside. Let me show you guys. You see her? She's there. She locked herself there. She cannot come inside. I'm going to leave her there for a time. to punish her small. She's able to open the door.
Oh, yay! Everyone! Pretty good.
Yeah, so the prices of gasoline here is going up each and every single time. Specifically here in Brasilia, you understand? So when you live here, don't do that. Don't do that. Come here. Come. Yes, come. What kind of room? Yeah, living in South America, it's reasonable. It's just reasonable. You understand? I always say this: if I am an American or I am from Europe, I won't waste so much of my time over there, but rather come to the South of America, invest into something so that I can get a very flexible lifestyle to live. What? What kind of living? Yes. Yeah, so if you want to join the conversation, let me leave a link right there so that you can join the link. I have the link right there. You can join the link so that I can invite you to also ask your question or share some of your experiences. Have you been watching my interviews? Yes, it is easy to get a job here. Even if you don't speak Portuguese, it is easy to get a job. But you have to be ready because you are going to make a minimum wage. Yeah, so if you want to join the conversation, the link is right there. You can click the link to join the conversation and ask me more questions too as well. So today's topic is what? Living in Brazil, the salaries. Okay, the salaries, even though the salaries are not that good, you can simply enjoy your life. You can simply have a good life to live here in Brazil. And yes, even if you don't speak the language, you can simply get yourself some job to do too as well. There are many jobs that you can do. Because I want to plan my trip to come and work. Yes, even if you don't speak Portuguese, you can simply get a job to do. Yes, yes, and I will still bring more interviews too as well. Uh, I like to bring these interviews because each and every single interview that I bring, the person that I interview has a different perception, and also they bring you more of what to expect. Yes, and like I said, here the people are very nice. Even when you don't speak the language, they are very nice. But if you want to live here in Brazil or you want to live in the Latin of America, you have to try as much as you can to learn the language. The language is very, very good when you learn it. Brazil, yeah, Renato, I understand. I understand what you are saying. I understand what you're saying. But the thing is, all depends on the kind of lifestyle you want to live. You understand? If the kind of lifestyle you want to live is expensive, it's going to be hell for you. You understand? Like, for example, uh, here in Brasilia, okay, Brasilia, Brasilia it becomes expensive depending on the kind of lifestyle you want to live. You understand? Yes, I understand, Renato. But which city do you live, Renato? Which city do you live? Are you living here in Brasilia or you are living in a different city? Yeah, qual cidade que você mora, Renato? Qual cidade? What city do you live, Renato? Talking about hot, here in Brazil, we have from hot summer to cold winter. So if you want to live in the cold areas, then you have to live in the south of Brazil. Sao Paulo is cold. Sao Paulo is not hot. Curitiba is cold. Santa Catarina is cold. Porto Alegre is cold. Florianopolis is cold. You understand? All these cities in the south are very, very cold. So we have it all. Like for example, here in Brasilia, the climate, the normal temperature here in Brasilia is 26 degrees. It doesn't get too hot, but the only problem we have here is it's not humid here in Brasilia. It's not humid. So when it's it's hot, it's very, very horrible. You understand? But it doesn't get hotter than, let me just say, 28 degrees. You understand? It's when it gets too much hot, it's like 28 degrees. You understand? Yes, if you want to join the conversation, the link is right there. You can click it and then join the conversation. And thank you so much for the super chat, Andrian and Teens Africa. Thank you so much. Each and every single time I come on live for the support, for the super chat. Thank you guys so much for the support. Yes. Kaipi. Kaipira. Yes, Renato. Which city? Ah, ok. Você não entende o que eu estou perguntando. Qual cidade que você é? Eu estou aqui no Brasília. E você? Qual cidade que você mora? Você também está aqui no DF? Aonde que você está? Yes, which city? Renato, qual cidade? Yes. So the link is right there. If you have a question, you want to share your experience, you can simply join by clicking the link so that I will allow you to come and also share your experiences. So living here in the South of America is more advantageous than living in some other places like Asia or Middle East, because when you live in the Middle East or Asia, Mato Grosso, yeah, it's a very nice place. Yes, I know. It is. It is hot in Mato Grosso. Yes, it's Rio Grande do Norte, right? Rio Grande do Norte, Mato Grosso. Yes, I have some few friends from Mato Grosso. They are very nice people, very, very lovely people. Mato Grosso. Yes, you can get excavating job here. There is a lot of excavating job. There is a lot of excavating job here because it is a very good area that you can get a lot of job opportunity excavating, because each and every single time there is building and construction going on. So yes, I have a lot of friends from Mato Grosso. It's Rio Grande do Norte. Yes, it's a very beautiful place. It's close to Bolivia. Yes. And Bolivia is very cold, okay? Bolivia is a very cold country. Yes, Mato Grosso. I remember a friend of mine from Mato Grosso who was living here in Brasilia says it's very hot in Mato Grosso. Yeah, I know about that. Yes, and it's but you have a very lovely cities in Mato Grosso, a nice tourist site in Mato Grosso. Yes, Mato Grosso is very beautiful, and you have a lot of yes. Have you visited Mato Grosso? No. Do you know a little bit about Mato Grosso?
Yeah, it's the warmer place in Brazil.
Yes, yeah. Renato says he's from Mato Grosso, and it's very hot in Mato Grosso.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's true.
And there is Pantanal and Bonito, places there I want to go.
In
A lot
Mato
of
Grosso, right?
cows. And
So Bonito is in Mato Grosso. Okay. So Renato, do you want to tell us a little bit about Mato Grosso? Você pode
don't do that, please.
don't do that. You spoil it. You use it
Eat.
to eat. It's very helpful.
Look.
Yeah, Renato, você quer he's eating.
For the first time.
Yeah, Renato, você pode Amapá. Você conhece Amapá?
Não.
Não conhece?
Eu só conheço o Nordeste e o Sul.
Okay, so I was asking my wife if she knows Amapá. She said she doesn't know Amapá.
No. It's too far.
It's too far. Which state is Amapá?
É no norte.
It's in the north. She says she only hear about it.
It's too far.
Yes, Mato Grosso is close to Distrito Federal.
Ask for your daddy. You just brought it.
Yes, Mato Grosso is close to Brasilia.
Yeah, 6 hours.
6 hours, right?
Open it.
Let me open this. My daughter gave me this thing here.
It's trying. It's okay?
I don't think it's okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. But there is one in the fridge.
She likes the red one.
She likes the red one. It's in the north of Brazil. People.
She wants it. No, don't give her if it's.
Because I don't think it's good.
So throw it away.
Yes. Bring the other one. Go and open it and bring the other one. No? Guys, just a second. Let me get something. Esse é novo, né?
Uhum. E o gosto também, que parece que já tá aberto.
Parece que tá aberto. Não. Não. Tá aberto.
Vê, tá bom. Não? Não, se você não acha que tá bom, eu vou fazer suco. Tira ali que eu faço. Tira um vermelho, porque eu gosto do vermelho. Tem no saquinho.
Just a second, guys. Okay, tem algum.
Pode ser vermelho, sem vermelho eu não gosto. Ei, devagar, você pôs tudo na boca, filho.
Não, olha se ele colocou mesmo.
Opa.
Yes.
I will make you some blackberry.
Yes, Brazil is very big. Look, it's very big and it has a lot of place to visit, to explore. Pode.
Okay?
What are you eating?
Zucchini.
Olha, ele colocou grande na boca.
Tá. Eu vou fazer esse suco.
Yes. When you come to Brazil, there is a lot of places to visit, a lot of places to explore too as well. I've never been to Brazil, but I know names. Yes, when you come, you have a lot to explore. What do you have in your mouth?
Eu vou fazer o suco, calma.
Não, ela não quer.
Não, ela não gosta do barulho.
Ah, barulho que era eu gosto. Yeah, so when you come to Brazil, most definitely there is a lot of places for you to visit, a lot of things to do. If you have time, there is always a lot of things to do here in
We
the
have
in
a
Brazil.
country house and you never go there.
Yes. Yes. No, João Souza. Não, depende. Depende. Essa questão de somebody is talking about racism here in Brazil. What I think a whole lot of people have a different perception about this, but what I can say is to my own experience. I haven't experienced anything like that in these 10 good years. I haven't, and most people that I have met also have said that they haven't had any experience like that. You understand? I think a lot of people like to draw quick conclusions about this kind of racial profiling thing. You understand? A whole lot of people like to draw conclusions about it. I did a lot of videos about this thing, and I did a lot of interviews too about these race things too as well. You understand? Yeah, this one is not good. It's bad. Throw it away. Come and take it. Throw it away. Put it down. You cannot drink it. It's not good. It's many days old in the fridge. You cannot drink it. Yeah, she understands English. Yeah, she understands. And she speaks a little bit of it too. What? It's not good. This is spoiled. It's not good. You cannot drink. She wants to drink this thing, which is spoiled. And I say it's not good.
Just a moment, okay? I am making a new juice.
And
for
her
you.
mother is going to prepare another juice for her. She doesn't want to wait. We are not going to drink this one here. Yeah, she understands because she only watches English cartoons at home, and we only speak English with her at home. Because the Portuguese, she learns the Portuguese automatically in time. You understand? So we don't speak Portuguese with her at home. We speak English. So yeah. Yeah.
Just a moment.
Ah, então, Renato, você está usando o tradutor. Mas você está traduzindo muito bem mesmo. Então você fala um bom português. I actually just left Rio de Janeiro a month. I absolutely love it. I'm hoping to reach there again next year. I'm actually considering switching careers, possibly teach English in Brazil. Yes, it's very good. Kuku, it's very good. If you teach English in Brazil, you are always going to get a job. It's like you always get a job if you teach English. But it's very good to learn the Portuguese language so that you can comfortably work more.
This is the blender.
Yeah, it's a blender. You understand? So it is very good. It is a very good idea. Mani kweku, yes. I gave my little daughter a little of this
Sorry.
cottage. Yes, cottage when she has an yes, the one. She can have a taste of the sport drinking vibe. Yeah, it's good. Yes. It's very good. It's a good idea if you want to. Tá bom, tranquilo. Yes, my wife is blending some juice for the burger. Yes. Yes. Yes, guys. So, what is your experience in Rio? Tell us a little bit about your experience in Rio. And Prodigy, are you still in Brazil? Where are you?
Do you want cocoa? Cocoa. This is ready.
Mas a questão de inglês não é difícil de aprender inglês, entendeu? Mas a questão é quem que vai te ensinar. Porque depende de professor. Yes. I'm talking about somebody is saying Brazilians don't really know how to speak English. And I say, all depends on the one who teaches you the English. Hey. Hey.
Blackberry juice.
Blackberry juice. There is a blackberry juice here. It's good.
Lima. Lima.
It's a blackberry juice.
Lima. Cocoa.
Yes. Electrician, electrical technician. Yes, it's always possible to get any kind of job. If you have a profession and you come, you don't have to worry. If you know what to do, if you know how to do it, you get a job within the same day. Okay? Ele pode tomar?
Comer.
Tá bom. Take it. Yes. Renato, não é difícil falar inglês. Tá? Não é difícil, é bem simples. Você só precisa de um tipo de estrutura, entendeu? E também você vai utilizar essa estrutura bastante para falar. Não é pesado, é bem simples mesmo. Yes, I'm telling Renato how to learn English language. It's not that difficult. All you need is what? A structure to start speaking the language. Yes, Joe is here. Yes, Kweku, I salute you too as well.
Wants to eat.
Yeah, but I gave him, you see what he did right now. Yes, Mr. Joe, you are here with us. What is your say on this topic?
Hello, the Supreme Leader.
Hello, Mr. Joe.
Yeah. The topic today is about
living in Brazil and the salaries. What do you think about this?
I thought you were trying to make a comparison between living in Brazil, the salaries, and the Middle East.
Yes, I was comparing it too as well. Do you have some experience with the Middle East? Which country are you living at the moment?
I mean, I have an experience, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
Like as I was saying, when it comes to South America as a whole and Latin America, I think the lifestyle is relatively cheaper compared to when you're in the Middle East. And more to that, you stand to get documented easily when compared to Middle East, especially the Gulf area. Qatar, UAE, Oman, Kuwait. Actually, you can make a good amount of money here, but in terms of raising a family here, I don't think it's viable in the long run.
Yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem because I remember I helped one Nigerian family who were living in Korea, and they came across my channel and they were very happy about it because they said they were looking for a place where they can be documented and they wouldn't be worried about residency. So when they came across my channel, they learned more about the South Americans, and they came from Korea. to Brasilia. I met them and I taught them a whole lot of things, and they were able to get their permanent residency here. And as I'm saying, hey, take it. So as I'm saying, the guy left his wife here. She had a baby here. She's living here in Brasilia, as I'm saying at this moment. She lives here. She has a permanent residency, and her child is a Brazilian citizen, as I'm saying. And the guy has his permanent residency here, and he continued doing his business in Korea, because what he does is he does import and export from Korea to Philippines. You understand? But they are Nigerians, and the wife is a Ghanaian. Okay, but he moved his wife and the children and one daughter to here, and he had a child here, and the child is a Brazilian citizen, and they have the child gave them permanent residency. You understand? And now they have a permanent residency, and they have their bank account and everything. So his businesses and everything, they are just happy, because he was complaining that in Korea it was a hassle for them to renew their permanent residency each and single time. Like every
the beginning of the pandemic.
yes, yeah, they came before the pandemic, right?
Just in the beginning.
Just in the beginning, and they are fine now. They are.
Remember that she said, sorry, I can hug you because
Yeah. I remember. Yeah. So
Yeah.
in terms of salary wise, I normally like to advise people, don't pay so much attention to the money side. If you have the money, look for a place where you can be secure, because in the Middle East and Asia you make a good money, but the problem is you are not going to be documented as you want. You are not going to get a permanent residency. You are not going to get a citizenship. So it's like you are living and contributing in a system that you are not going to get anything in return. You understand?
You know, there is something, because I've been on the group, I've been on the Telegram group. You know, I've been on the channel from the onset. I've been here.
Yeah, I
from
see
the
you
onset, so
all the
I've
time
saw-
on the group.
Yeah, I've seen the channel now grow significantly over the few days. A lot of guys are coming in.
Yeah.
But like I usually say, okay, information is golden. Information is golden.
Come and take it, come.
The right application of those information gotten is the key.
Yeah.
You know, the right
Yeah,
application.
that
of
is
those
why
information
I
is
created
key.
the group, so that
Most
yeah.
of our guys, they need to know this. They need to understand these things. Okay. If
Yeah.
not for the pandemic, I think my wife could have given birth in Brazil last year.
Oh, you would have been free
Yes.
for a long time. You would have
Yeah.
gotten your permanent
Yeah,
residency long time.
the
and your-
pandemic is the only thing that stopped me. Okay.
Yeah,
And
the
I keep on
pandemic
telling-
has
Yeah.
disturbed a lot of people. Trust me.
So I keep on telling people, if you go for the money, the moment you get the foundation, think of documentation. Because to me, as an African and out of Africa,
Come
I must tell you,
Hey, come on.
people understand the reason why you are outside. Take advantage of the system. Take advantage of the system.
You know, not everybody is smart. You understand?
Get documented.
Only
Free
few
yourself
people
and
are
your
smart when it
generation
comes to
of
that.
the hustle of going to apply for visa.
Yes,
It is very, very embarrassing. I'm telling the truth.
very, very embarrassing
Very,
if you
very
are using
embarrassing.
African passport.
You know, you will see someone with a very good job. Your salary is even more than the consular officer interviewing you. But they will ask you ridiculous questions just because you are holding an African passport.
African passport. Because I always say this. When I was traveling with my African passport, they always stop me. They always. I had visas. They always stop me. But as soon as I started using you are sleepy.
For most of the guys who are out of Africa, holding African passports, and they are in a country maybe Asia or Middle East for now, and they are temporary residents there with residence permit, they should take
Yes.
advantage of that residence permit. It is very, very important. Why is it important? You have the advantage of not being denied a visa. The chances of you being denied a visa is minimal when you are out of
Yeah.
Africa as a continent. You must take advantage of that leverage. Take advantage of it. Don't let it go just like that. I keep on telling everybody. Even if you
Yeah,
don't
you
want to
know,
travel, just go to those embassies and make sure your passport is filled with visas. Cut the visas, photograph or souvenir. Let it just be in your passport, even if you don't want
you
to travel.
see. So it's a very big hassle if you are using an African passport. But when you live in the South of America and you have your permanent residency, to get a visa is very easy and very quick. Once you have
Yes.
something going on, you understand? Uh, because here, uh, once you are going to do a visa application, and hey, stop it, stop it, sit here, get down, get down. You are going to hurt yourself. Yes. So when you live here,
Don't do this.
for you to go on holidays and stuff like that, once you have your permanent residency, it is very, very easy. Yeah, Felix G, I see you.
Where's Brian? Where's Brian? We need to see
Yeah,
Brian. We need him.
Brian
We need
is.
him on.
Yeah, Brian said he's having he was here earlier on. He says he's going to work. So
Brian should.
yes.
I think he will do better as a border patrol officer. He doesn't want seriously. He doesn't want anybody to come near to that border. He doesn't want it.
Yeah,
And they are the very one who pushed Trump out of office.
yeah,
And Trump was doing a very good job with the border.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. Yes, you know, Brian. You know the problem with Brian when it comes to migration is Brian says people are risking their lives too much.
Everything
And
is
when
life is a risk.
yes, he says people are risking their life too much, and also the way they come in illegally is problem. But you know the problem is when you don't come from West Africa or any part of hard African country, you won't understand why people are taking that kind of risk. You understand?
I understand,
You won't
Brian.
understand
You
it.
know, there is a difference between fiction
Yeah.
and reality. Brian, they are trying to see the suffering of Africa from books they read. They fail to know that there is the contrast, the difference between those books they read and the reality feeling it is two different things. So it doesn't actually understand that guys need to take this because it's like you are coming from hell. So if you can do more to get yourself out of it, why not do it? It doesn't really see that aspect of it. That's the problem.
Yeah, you know that, but you see, my problem also with most of our African people is they don't quickly see the advantages they have in front of them until things become worse. You understand? Like for example, if you want to go to America, okay, or maybe Europe, and you find yourself in South America, I think it is advantageous for you to take your time to get yourself a residency permit because getting them here, those kind of things here is very easy. And don't forget that once you have those things, you become more secure. You understand? But most of our people don't secure themselves with these kind of things.
No.
They
The
like to take a
problem
risk.
is the problem, like I keep on saying, the problem
Yeah.
is orientation. Most of them do not have the right information. It's orientation. It's orientation. If most of
Yeah,
them have the right
Mariam, we
information,
see you from Sierra Leone.
if they have the right
Yes.
information, I think they would have made a good use of the opportunity they had. And from there, it is just easier. It would have been easier for them if they can use South America as a springboard to the other
Yeah.
places they want to go to. but it's orientation because most of them the goal is I need to go out now. There is this mentality when the moment you leave the shores of Africa, those back home they begin to count the time for you. He left this thing, so we are expecting in 1 year time he should be able to bring a car, he should be able to build a house. So they are under this pressure. A lot of people are under this pressure. They fail to understand you are going for yourself and yourself alone, not for people to think you've arrived and things like that.
Just a second. Let me give him to his mother. I think he's hungry. He wants to eat something. Can you stand here? Yeah, you can talk. Sorry, I was trying to help my daughter to eat. She doesn't want to eat. She's playing.
The problem is orientation and peer pressure. People compete for the wrong reasons. That's just the problem.
Yeah, that one is absolutely true. Because if you look at the kind of perception people have when they come out from Africa, it is just crazy. It is super crazy. Majority is just super crazy. On a serious note. Yeah, Moses Randy, I see you too from South Africa. Thomas Pine, I see you too as well. Yes, from Europe. Yeah, you were talking.
Most of them
I'm reading some comments.
They do not face reality. They have dreams that are not realistic and achievable.
Where is eating your food?
Come and eat. Come.
Eat your rice.
How do you expect to build a mansion in 1 year of leaving the shores of Africa? Something you were not able to do for the past 20 or 30 years of your life.
Your age.
You want to get it within 6 months traveling abroad.
6 months, yeah.
Are you a magician?
That is one problem. That is one thing we don't pay attention to. One thing we don't pay attention to. It's like when people come out, they forget the kind of hassle they went through before coming out. Then you start seeing them trying to quickly draw conclusions about wages and stuff like that. You understand? So they end up trapping themselves in some kind of way without knowing that they are trapping themselves. Amima, come and eat. Come here. Yes, come here. What kind of woman? Come here. She doesn't want to eat. She's playing around. Yes. So yeah, what you are saying is just 100% correct. That you have lived in Africa for a very long time without being able to even buy yourself a bicycle. But once you come out, you want to act as if you have signed a contract so that when you come, you have signed a contract that when you come, they should pay you some good amount of money to make your money, and then go build those houses over there. You see, it is just crazy. I don't know. It's just sometimes it's just difficult to understand. And also one big problem I have with most of my African people is they don't like integration. They don't like integration. When they go somewhere, they want to live like they are in Africa. You understand? Like instead of them trying to be very nice, open to the locals so that they can get more advantages and opportunities, they don't want to do that. Then later on, they'll come complaining that the people are like this, the people are like that. But meanwhile, the truth about it is they don't like to integrate. So I have problems with most of our people when it comes to this part too as well. Like, for example, living here in Brazil. When you live here in Brazil, the people are very, very helpful. very, very helpful and very, very supportive.
Don't throw it away.
Don't throw it away. Come here. You eat it. You don't throw it away. This is food. What kind of wood in there?
It's a pretty good fish.
Yes, it's a very good fish. Yesterday we bought it for how many dollars? For $20. We are taking it away. Yes. So it is. Look here when you come, you see that I did some interview some time ago with one African guy, and he was complaining about the people are like this, the people are like that. But when you look at them, they don't like to integrate.
Bro, see,
They're always
bro,
like,
listen, it goes back to what I said. It has
Yes.
to do with what? Orientation, exposure,
good
and
orientation.
your level
But they
of
don't-
education.
They
It
don't
has
want
a
it.
lot to do with that.
Oh, you don't know.
It
Yeah.
has a lot to do with that.
Don't you see how when there are people who, when they come to the group, when they join the group chat, instantly they want help to get visa. They don't.
Yes.
They don't ask about
Okay,
anything.
now,
They just want to
now
come and
I'll
then-
go back. You just mentioned what I was about to say now. I was about to
Yes.
say that.
They when they
you-
come, their interest is just
see,
wow.
I want to believe on that group, that Telegram group, there are a lot of potentials guys are not even looking at, they're not even exploiting. You see,
Yes.
Brian keeps on saying real estate, real estate. He is into real estate. How many of those guys there have tried to like say, okay, Brian, I'm interested in this. What do you think it is, or what do you think is the range? What can I invest in this, or how can we go about this thing? Nobody. I've not seen any person said to Brian, okay, this real estate we're talking about, is it possible one can invest in little amount into it, and what is the return? Nobody has asked those questions. Everybody is talking about how do I go, how do I live,
Yes.
how
You
do
see,
I live.
this
But
is
there are
what-
other potential
you see, most of the time-
business contacts on that
Yes,
group,
most of the
which they are not
time I
exploiting.
don't even talk, because the reason why I don't talk is you try to explain something, they don't pay attention to those things, and then afterwards they will come asking you that same explanation that you explained. You understand? People send me messages and my baby
I
is
think,
not ready
he's
but he
also
wants to eat your rice. This guy is very funny. Come and go and eat. Go and eat. Brian in the group. Yeah, Brian.
right.
Yeah, somebody is asking Brian. Is asking about Brian. And Brian is
Okay.
asking about Brian. Yeah, so Brian, you see, I like Brian, because why do I like Brian? Brian always brings some topics that will raise people's mind. But the thing
Most
is,
of
people
those guys
pay
are not seeing
attention
the
more.
potential. They are not
Yeah,
seeing the
people pay
potential
more
of doing a
attention
business with
on the
Brian.
negative.
They are not seeing the potential of you can still be in Africa and you have a business associate in US or
Good.
in Brazil. I can invest.
And this is why
None of them
this
is
is
looking
why
at that
I
angle.
created the group.
None
This
of them
is
is
why
looking
I
at that
created
angle.
the group.
And
But
those are the kind of things I'm looking for in a group, not
Yes.
this is
I said I
People don't
created
need
the
that.
group. I created the group so that we can get connection from one place to another. You understand? But majority of the people who come, they only want to get visas. They want to. Some will just tell you,
Fish.
you have to help them. You have to give them invitation. You understand? But I created a group so that we can connect with each other and see what we can help each other with. Guys, let me end this live video and then pay attention to
okay. Yeah, nice
I will
talking to
come
you.
back maybe later on in the day when they are asleep, because they look very, very stressed here. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share the channel. If you want to join the group chat, it's at the description box. You can go there and join the group chat. But don't forget to have a Telegram before you can join the group chat. I love you guys, and I see you guys in my next.
Yeah, cheers. Bye-bye.